Praise be Jesus and Mary. I have told you this so that my joy might be in you and your joy might be complete. Tanungin ko kayo, mga brothers and sisters, gusto niyo bang maging masaya? Sinong ayaw? Taas ang kamay. And of course, we know that happiness and joy are two different things. Kaya nga, kung tatanungin ko kayo, totoo ba yung money does not give happiness? Yes or no? Totoo bang money o pera does not give happiness? Sino nagsasabing totoo? Taas ang kamay. Sino nagsasabing hindi? Sinong nahihiya? Of course, to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, and practically being sincere to you, all of you, money gives happiness. Bakit? Pagbibigyan kita ngayon ng, si sister, bigyan ko ng 1,000 ngayon. Matutuwa ba siya? Hindi. Matutuwa siya, masaya siya. Siyempre, binigyan mo ng pera eh. But, as I have said, happiness is different from joy. And as we heard in the gospel, Jesus wants that joy be complete. So, ibig sabihin, merong joy na complete, or what we Franciscan call perfect joy. Mayroong tinatawag na perfect joy or complete joy. Hindi si Mayor Joy. Pero ang problema, the problem is, we like incomplete joy. Diba? Merong complete joy or perfect joy, but we prefer sometimes or most of the times imperfect joy or incomplete joy. Or pwede ring chicken joy. Kaya nga, di ba? Pagka nakakain ka ng chicken joy, anong sasabihin mo? Isa pa ang chicken joy. So, hindi ka masaya sa isang chicken joy. Gusto mo na, gusto mo pa ng another chicken joy. Kasi nga, imperfect joy. And Jesus is telling us in the gospel, that we should not be content and put ourselves in incomplete joy or imperfect joy. We should always strive and to have complete joy, perfect joy. And how can we have this? Paano tayo magkakaroon nito? Jesus already told us in the gospel also. So that my joy might be in you. Ayun. Ibig sabihin, kung kailangan natin o gusto natin ng perfect joy, o complete joy, kailangan natin ang Panginoon. We need the Lord. We need a relationship with God. We cannot and we will never have perfect joy or complete joy without God. And our relationship with God determines how we arrive at that perfect and complete joy. Katulad na lang, yan, kita nyo, kala nyo tapos na. katulad na lang ng buhay ni Saint Rita of Cassia. Saint Rita, sa mga, siguro yung iba sa inyo napanood yung film ba to o ni Saint Rita, was a wife, a woman. Meron siyang asawa at 2 anak. Kaso lang, yung kanyang asawa ay pinatay dahil sa internal family conflict. And what happened? Yung kanyang 2 anak gustong mag-giant over them. Ano yung giant? Magiganti, mag-revenge. So, anong ginawa ni Saint Rita? Gusto niyang pigilan itong mga anak niya. Pero anong nangyari? Wala. So what did he do? He asked God. At si God mismo ang tumulong sa kanya dahil nagkasakit yung kanyang mga anak. Perhaps it is painful, but for Saint Rita, it is a source of joy. Why? Because at least her 2 sons will go to heaven. Hindi sila gagaya dun sa kanilang tatay at hindi sila makakagawa ng masama. And really, that joy lead to Saint Rita asking permission to enter the convent of the Augustinian monks, mga mga mongha, And yet, dahil nga siyempre siya ay nung panahon na yun, hindi katulad ngayon, mahirap pumasok sa kumbento, lalo pag ikaw ay mayroong mga issue. But miracles do happen. Sabi ng ibang autobiography, dinala si Saint Rita ng anghel sa loob ng kumbento. Kahit na sarado yung gate nila, yung pinto. Nagulat na lang sila, nandun na si Saint Rita sa loob. And the Mother Superior interpret it as the sign from God na si Saint Rita ang merong bukasyon. And as we know, siguro meron ba tayong ditong statue ni Saint Rita o image ni Saint Rita? Siya yung nakareceive ng stigmata. Pero yung kanyang stigmata, mostly, hindi yung 5 wounds, kundi yung sa crowning of thorns. Yung sa ulo ni Jesus. Meron siya doon. That's why in statues and image, Saint Rita has, and he bear that suffering with joy. Bakit? And you see, perfect joy is not an absence of suffering. You can be joyful even in the midst of suffering. Ang sikreto talaga ay si God. So happily, Saint Rita accepted that penance in her life until she died. And until now, sabi nila, she was considered one of the incorrupt saints. Si Saint Rita. And sabi nga, maraming nagdedebosyon sa kanya. Kasi bakit? Si Saint Rita ang tinatawag na patroness of the impossible. Sa mga imposible, si Saint Rita yung tinatawag, hinihingan. So kung may mga imposible kayong intention, pwede nyong iano kay Saint Rita. Dalawa silang nagko-compete as Saint of the Impossible. Tingnan natin kung kilala niyo yung isa. Una, si Saint Rita. Pangalawa, sino? Si Sister. Sino? Si Father Jeremy. Hindi. Sino? Saint Maximilian. May joke lang. Si Saint Jude Thaddeus, no? Silang dalawa, yung patron ng mga impossible. To dream the impossible dream, no? So, kung kayo ay merong imposible, pwede nyong hingin sa kanila. And perhaps, no, or better, to ask Saint Rita of Cassia, no, to grant us perfect joy. Tulungan tayo ni Saint Rita na ma-achieve yung perfect joy, yung complete joy. At wag naman tayong makontent. Of course, okay lang naman din yung mga half or incomplete or imperfect joy. That's not bad. Of course, kailangan. Pero, yun lang. Ang importante, we should not be settled. Wag tayong makontento dun sa mga imperfect joy. And let us ask Saint Rita that she may help us through her intercession achieve perfect and complete joy. Praise be Jesus and Mary.